but compared to the to be a broken record for the umpteenth time, compared to the sequel, it feels like it's just missing a couple key things that I liked that it had compared to the first game, and that's really the big problem that I have right now with that. Anywho. Wow. Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? But hi, what's up? Yeah, it did. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Hello. The game was fun. I really think it has... Jesus, that scared the hell out of me. It really has the good vibes that I liked of WarioWare, and I'm glad that it's back. And not kind of like a mini-game collection again. Well, like a mini-game collection that isn't, like, old games, I suppose. Okay. Did I get out last time, or did I die?
Natural causes got you again, huh? That's a real shame. I mean, imagine one day you're just going about your business and then, you're dead. Although I guess you don't have to imagine it like I do.
No.
If there's any Nintendo sub-studio I trust to make something interesting, it's the WarioWares. Yeah, for sure. They are very good at their jobs. I can say that with the utmost certainty. Fuck it. I lose my funny number, but it's fine.
Here's the fee, good contractor.
No authority in my domain.
Can't I give people good money? What do you have to say?
Late, boy.
Oh, is this the whole thing about,
Time it is.
No. Wait, what? I think...
Yeah, this is the usual, chestnut.
Silence.
I know where we can continue this discussion then. I always meant to ask you, Orpheus. Where did you learn to sing like that? Was it really Apollo himself?
What else was I up to today? I was bizarrely introspective today. I was just kind of having like a usual one-on-one, I guess, monologue. Excuse me. I say one-on-one monologue, but it's just, you know, that's redundant. But my my meds are wearing off, so I'm gonna be a little bit scatterbrained.
Oh, I learned from many different sources, Zagreus. That is, before all of my inspiration started coming from a single source. I credit my accomplishments to her, and to Apollo and the gods, and to considerable time spent practicing.
It certainly paid off.
Yeah, like, they line up just enough, right? Because Adderall sits in my system for 10 hours. And I usually take my meds at around 9:30 in the morning. So they'd of course be starting to leave my system around now because they're fully out by like 7:30, around that time frame.
Go away.
Not as comfy as it looks.
Here you go.
Miss Dusa, I wanted you to have this. It's nothing really, just for your hard work.
But Prince, I'm really grateful for this, really, and I thought I kind of got something for you.
Thanks, Miss Dusa.
What else do you have to say, Dusa?
So, hi Prince, so is there anything I can get you, or maybe tidy up some more, or I just thought maybe you'd like something to drink sometime?
Oh, drink sometime sounds wonderful, Dusa. Maybe tomorrow, assuming I'm not getting out of here by then?
Oy. I really wish I could, like, you know, take Adderall, like, a lot more, probably more than just one, but I didn't want to, like, abuse them.
What's for breakfast? Dinner, maybe?
You know? Because,
Settled up.
man, I really do enjoy, oh wait, it's, what is it? There you go. Okay, I was giving stuff to Hades. So I was giving stuff to, wait, no, let me go back. Okay, so one to Hades, one to Nyx, one to Charon, Hypnos, Thanatos, Meg. I can't give any to Electo or to Symphony yet. Zeus has 2, Poseidon has 1, Athena has 1, Aphrodite has 3, Artemis has 3, Ares has 3, Dionysus has 1, 2, no, 3, and 1. Okay.
At last.
Nyx, my mother was quite concerned to learn Olympus has been aiding me.
Oh, I think we've seen this the last time, but I guess it's important. I guess we should see this again. It's been a while since I played this game. It's been a while since I played like a. I'd say it's been a while since I played a roguelike, but I did play Risk of Rain after I jacked up my hands playing Hades instead of playing Devil May Cry 3. What, like. Was it earlier this week or last week? I think it was earlier this week.
No, there was not. She has been in danger all along. I concealed her, yes, even from me. But it is not enough. I do not think that you could have found her without the Olympians. And if I did not reveal your existence to them, if they discovered who you are, it would be worse.
I think at some point I'm going to end up, and probably next week we're going to be playing a new game. It's not going to be Patapon 1, or 2 for that matter. I think I have an idea what I want to play. So, look forward to that.
What a mess. How are we going to fix this?
It'll be... Hopefully I can beat it before I have to leave. Sorry, I think I just heard a thunderclap outside on the 10th. But if I don't, we'll have to come back when I come back.
The Olympians maintain belief that you are trying to reach them. I trust we can sustain this understanding for a long, long time. Perhaps not forever, but long enough to discover a solution. Perhaps with your birth mother's help.
I'll be careful.
Yeah, this is a good game. I need 2,000 for that. I have a 12% chance. 33% chance. I've been ruined by the internet. I can't say 33% chance without going, here they say all men are created equal. And like, it's a downhill slope from there. You look at me, look at Samoa Joe. You can see that statement is not true. I know it's not the internet, but that's where I heard it first, right? And, like, it's been memed to hell. So, like, it's become so much funnier to me as a result. That's what I mean when I say that. Ugh. I am getting hungry. Give me a second. I'm gonna have some steak on a stick. You know what?
Could use the fists. Miss me, boy. Good one. Nice one. Alright, back to work. No thanks.
In my domain, you either find your place or learn your place. There's work enough to go around, believe you me.
I almost choked on steak. Sorry for not talking.
Place, all right.
Ah. Interesting first start.
A little offering for you, good Lady Demeter. I'm deeply grateful for your willingness to aid me in all this.
I must acknowledge and accept your thoughtful gift of nectar, Zacharias. Would that the mortals showed deference thus.
Alright. Let's see. What do I get for this?
Someday, my little sprout, you'll gain the surface of your father's realm and see my handiwork. Until such time, I'll come to your aid as I can.
Okay.
It's quite the entertaining pastime, honestly.
Sorry, I'm looking at the stream, and I'm glad that things aren't busted. Okay, I'm gonna get Frost Strike.
It's freezing.
Oh man, I missed the gauntlets. This weapon is really good.
Think you can stop me?
Oh god. Yeah, it's been a minute since I played this game. Not because I didn't like it, but because like there's been so much other stuff I wanted to work on and play, like games that were like way longer. I think I'll pepper in a couple more roguelikes every now and then from now on. Oh. Yeah.
Perfect fit.
Oh. 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 Oh, you love to see it. Whoa. Bro, don't throw layers at me, that's rude.
That's what you get.
Oh, yeah. Already this game feels good. Like, already. Yeah. I missed this game so much. I think it's coming down outside.
It's my privilege to have met you and have learned your death-inflicting way.
I do appreciate this gift to me, although you really shouldn't have. The suffering which you inflict is ample compensation in itself.
Man, this is the edgiest man I've ever met. My favorite thing about Hades in the context of like the Greek myths is that like he's a huge punk.
Many of my wars are waged by night. I am most grateful, and I wish you well.
Like, my favorite part, I think, is that, like, yeah. Should I get this, or should I get, Blade Dash? Let me see here. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get a dual boon this run, so I'm gonna check out what's best to use for that. Let's see, Merciful End. Curse of Pain, Vengeful Mood, Curse of Agony, Curse of Pain. You know, I'll take Curse of Pain.
This means war.
Give me more life. I don't really have a lot of money right now anyway. I feel I might not play that much of Hades, but I might pick up something else in the meantime. Something small and innocuous. I can kind of just like run through. Oh yeah. never see this mini boss. I feel like I see the ooh. I think I have to uppercut them first, but nah.
That will show you. My Lady Artemis, your favor's been invaluable to me. No finer huntress ever walked the surface of the earth or underneath.
You're being very nice to me, and that makes me suspicious, understand? So, you want more of that, you keep this up.
Let's see. Probably should have gone for,
Once you make it to Olympus, we'll go hunting
what's it
sometime,
called?
you
For
know,
slicing
you know?
shot.
I like being on my own and all, but it's been nice talking to you like this.
Also, I don't know if you're still in the mood to talk, Boo, but I hear you've been, doing a bit better lately, and I'm, happy to hear that. You've had a bit more motivation, and that's good to hear. Hope you can, keep that going. Hunter Dash.
On the prowl.
Okay. Yeah, same with anybody, I guess, you know? What do I get from this? It's kinda worth it? Oh, I should fish.
Come to me, fishies. Mine. The hellfish.
Not gonna fake me out like that. Alright.
Uh-oh.
You help him out again, you'll get 1,000 lashes next we meet. And when I return, this little rock of yours had better be up there rather than here, or else you'll get 1,000 more.
Sheesh.
Sounds good. Sounds good, madam. That's more than equitable, really. I'll hold you to that. Be seeing you around.
Poor guy. Sorry you're kind of, facing trouble because of me.
You still in one piece, Sisyphus? Not hurt or anything?
Oh, I'm just fine, thanks, Prince. That Fury sister, she is quite a lass, I have to say.
Yes!
Very, very strong. Bet she could push old Boldy here better than I.
I'm so glad. Boldy! I love you, Boldy. I don't need healing. Opal will be nice. I'll take some Opal for now, I think.
Sure thing.
Thank you, mate.
I didn't get to talk. I didn't get to talk to Boldy yet. I'm sad. I'm sad again. I was happy, but now I am sad. Yeah, this is dumb. We're already in big dumb territory. It's like really early in the game. You get to hear what Boldy would say. Hey, what's up, Thanatos?
Has come.
I wish Boldy talked.
I got the message that you need assistance, Zagreus. I doubt this will take very long.
No doubt at all from me.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you can hear that thunder chat, but it's roaring outside. One metamorphic Dudicus. They all combine to kick Superior's behind as the big bad battling Bruticus.
Situation is under control. You took down more than I did.
Sure did. Man, I love old dumb commercials from the aughts. From like the late 90s, early aughts. To be a fly in the wall during their marketing teams for like toys and stuff like that. For all of the dumb things they have made. Like, I wonder what it was like in Sony's offices when they were like, yeah, we're gonna make this commercial about the PSP. And it's like, oh, it's a nut you can play with outside, and it's like, okay.
Vitality.
Alright. Sure thing. Why not?
I can use this.
10% or like 16%. I'll take the 16%.
Powered
up. This is aid. I'll take this as aid. Alright. Who we got this time? We got... This probably should be Meg. Oh, it's not.
Oh, great.
Hello!
You
What's up? It's me.
know something, Redblood? Try as I might, I still have not forgiven you for beating me last time. Call it a crippling character flaw, I don't know.
Forgiveness can take time, but self-reflection is a healthy step. We're making progress.
I love how Zagreus is written. I love it so much. Also, guess who's dropping more frames?
You think we're making progress? Here? Why, you piece of trash. I'll show you progress.
Sorry, but I like to move. I like to schmooze. Onto that for a little bit. I'm taking no damage. Oh, but she's taking big damage. Whoop. Yeah, this run's this run is a little stupid. A little bit stupid. Can you tell? Jesus Christ.
Let's keep going.
I think this might be the stupidest run I've had in a while.
Getting warmer.
Time to kick some ass, Fidel. I'll be here all week, folks. Except for tomorrow. And Saturday. And Sunday.
Who's next?
But most of the week, you know? Most of the week. A good chunk. A healthy chunk of the week. You have fun in there, genius. See ya.
More coaching practice then.
Uh-oh.
Good night.
Oh, man. Oh!
That's everyone.
Man. Why is this game so good? Like, this is probably more than Risk of Rain, more than, like, Isaac. Hell, even more than ToeJam and Earl. I love that game's, like, whole vibe of being just kind of weird. Like, this game, more than anything, is amazing. More than any game I've played like it before or since. I know it's not, like, a hot take or anything, but, you know. Is it better than Slay the Spire, though? I need to play more of that, actually. Whoop. Freak. But, I do enjoy what I've played of this game. Oh, yeah.
And we're off.
I'm gonna get that palm dish, get all my moves stronger. I'm hype.
What'd he say, hon?
What's up, Eurydice?
He liked the song. Bet he loved it, didn't he? But I don't know for sure, and I've been wondering. Kind of a lot, I guess.
Oh, really? I have to play more of it, but I really do love Hades.
No need to wonder any longer. He sings it beautifully around the house sometimes. It has a sadder sound to it than when you sing, but you've inspired him again, as you've done many times before, from what I know.
People are adding for VSEB, I think. No, for Skullgirls. Okay.
Huh, so it's a hit is what you're saying then. I had a feeling about that one. Sometimes you put some words together, and right then and there you know you've got something special.
I've made unfortunate choices because I didn't know how things worked. And I accidentally might have done something with my IP address because I didn't know how these raid bots work. So hopefully I don't come into any trouble. I just looked on their things to see when they were made, and I know that's apparently bad moves that gets IP addresses. What I've heard. Okay.
No hard feelings.
Slicing shot, impending doom. Dire misfortune. I want slicing shot so I get the duo boon actually. You know what? Yeah.
Let me have it.
Ouch. I'm hoping that I'm fine, but you know. Hopefully it's not much to worry about. We're going for more damage, chat. The most damage. Alright. Give me more darkness, actually. Whoop! Gotcha! Oh, hell yeah. Whoop.
How many more of these are there?
Okay, alright. I wasn't sure, but I hope everything will be okay. I never can tell with things like this, you know? I'm not some kind of super genius, as it were. Let me see. How do I check my stuff again? Is it... Yeah, there we go. Okay, 3 encounters. So that was 1, 2 more. Well, ain't that a pleasant surprise? Oh, no. Awesome, I can do this with the Bone Hydra. I wanted to wait a bit, but, you know, these things kind of happen.
You don't mind if I call you Lerny from now on, right?
Yes!
I'll take that as a no nut bowl. Thanks for asking, friend.
Oh, I love you, Zagreus. Whoa. Yeah, this run is this loadout's really kind of busted. I'm about to have more damage? Are you kidding me? Oh god. Someone's gonna die. And it's probably gonna be Hades. I'm gonna bake that old man's beans. I've been saying that a lot lately and I have no idea what that means. So don't ask. Literally, I just say the words that come out of my mouth and I have no control over them. Dear God, that was loud. Can y'all hear that? Do you become invincible again? Well, that must hurt. Please don't do that to yourself. Respect yourself, Lerny! Respect yourself! Ugh, gotta stretch my hand, because doing the dash attack, kind of hurts my thumb a little bit. Like, I really like this game, but it is kind of a hand-hurty game. Nemesis Crest, Braid of Atlas.
Onward. The fields of Elysium.
God. Actually, give me one of these. I don't know. I guess that last one can count as an encounter. Oh. Oh, something else I did today is that after I was playing what's it called? Gear today. I was talking with one of my friends who comes up from time to time, Lav, and we were talking about just like just Super Sentai and stuff in general. And I eventually the conversation went towards Gatchaman.
That is, that you could beat him in a fight twice in a row. No pressure or anything, but just in case you prove me right one of these days, I would appreciate it, cuz.
Gatchaman is cool. Yeah, I do talk about media sometimes. Flurry Cast, Swift Flourish, Greater Evasion. Me Swift Flourish.
Felt that.
Ooh, give me that one. Who are you aiming at? Who are you aiming at? I want names. Give me names. Oh, God. This loadout is real good. I need to use my special more. Oh, man. I love doing that. Whoo, boy. Colossal Knuckle. Heavy Knuckle. Ooh, give me Explosive Upper.
Fix that.
I don't have enough health for that fight, so I'm not gonna do it. Recovery.
Don't spend it all on one
Slicing shot. Yeah, not a great amount, but.
Now, here's something for you. I guess this means you must have paid the boatman's ransom here. And whatever price he charged you, it was worth it.
Deadly Flourish. Pressure. Support Fire. Support Fire. It's over. This is over. This is over.
Who's first?
Look at that! Look at that! Where do you think you're going?
Ready for them.
Oh my god! Oh my god! No way! No way! Yo! Yo! Oh! Oh, yeah. That's good stuff.
Delicious.
Sure is. I haven't played this game in a bit, and I really had the urge to play it again. So we're playing it again. And I love this game, so why not, you know? Please be Asterius. Ah, oh wow.
The mother of all soul catchers.
Oh, no, you don't. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling Patapon that much. Like, the first game feels really jank, honestly speaking. And... see ya! Duo Boon? True Shot. Pressure points. Demeter. Play Patapon 2? Eventually. Unfortunately, playing the first game has kind of soured me on playing it for a bit, so it'll be a little bit before I decide to, but we'll get around to it. It's why I haven't started Battle Network again, which I thought about the next RPG I'd play would be Battle Network. Not Battle Network, Star Force. We're probably gonna play Battle Network 2 before we do that. I'm actually gonna play that game for real. Battle Network 2 is a really good game. 1, not so much. 2, yeah. I'll play 2. I'll play it any day of the week. Shablam.
God's grant me strength.
Hunter Dash, pressure points. Let's see. 28 more damage. Percentages are always better than just flat damage anyway. I don't need any more Chthonic keys. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is over. This run is over. Look at how dumb this run is. Ouch. Whoa. And we're done here.
Gemstones.
Alright, what's in here? Cyclops Jerky, Life Essence. Let's say Life Essence. Not that expensive. Okay. I'll go with the Hermes Boon. Ah, I'm still dropping frames like crazy. Oh god, that explosion is sick. I'm thinking about how good Zagreus would be at a fighting game, and I'm starting to, like, lose it mentally. It's so cool. That'll be a really cool gameplay thing. Oh, just style changing mid-fight like a Ami. That'd be really cool.
In the name of Hades.
Second Wind. Quick Recovery, Quick Favor. Let's do a little shopping.
I'll take it.
Rare Crop. Snowburst. Frozen Touch. I'll take Snowburst.
Always hits the spot.
What's up?
Mysterious. Theseus.
Our foolhardy challenger approaches once again, I see. Well then, prepare to be run through.
Yeah, whatever, boss. Yeah. Oh god. Man, all that art of Hades characters as like black people is so good. I love it. Like actually my favorite. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Uh-oh. Oh, here comes his god.
Lord Poseidon, aid me now.
One more time. Ah! Oh god. I'm getting cooked a little bit. Just a smidgen. Yep. I'm probably gonna die.
You have no bearing, no grace or courage. The adoration of the crowd. You and me now.
Woo! Oh, damn it. I was almost gonna get through that without using a Death Defy. I would have been sick. But 2 Death Defies. If I can get another one.
Champion now. My darkness.
I probably can't. I don't have enough money for one, even if I really wanted to. Should have been more frugal.
Get out of here.
Chimera Jerky. Nope. Okay. Bummer.
That was Elysium.
Sure was, man. Sure was. Okay. Let's hope I get lucky. And 1.
Right there. It's a scupper, all right.
I'm gonna go with more life first. Or should I go for the god? No, I think more life would be fine. I have to fight a boss, but maybe I'll get lucky and won't have to. Who knows? Who's to say? It's random every time. Fire that. Oh, it's a satyr. I thought it was a rat. I was getting nervous. Because I really hate the rats in this game. I really do. Speaking of which... Oh. I'm so glad I came out of that unscathed. And we're done here.
You'll club your hooves in hell.
Okay. So that's done. I'll save my money. Guess I need to buy another one later. Alright, let's go for Ares.
Should check this way.
Maybe get the duo boon and get lucky. It is really coming down. Oh, I thought I got, like, poisoned for a second. Oh, lovely. It's not the right way either. Oh. Didn't run. Pick that up. Get poisoned. Get unpoisoned. Get poisoned again. Get unpoisoned again. Let me on my terms, big rat. Ah! All right. Oh. Okay. Curse of Vengeance, Dire Misfortune, Black Metal. Yeah, I heard about Fortnite. Like, it wouldn't be as bad if, like, the people behind Fortnite were, like, you know, tactful and, like, didn't let you dance in front of, like, you know, basically a virtual museum. But also, this is the same company that compared its dumb infighting with Apple to the civil rights era, so just, it's awful. It's awful from top to bottom. Or can you not do that? I need my death defies. Yeah, it's... Oh, God. Oh, God, I really hate these rats. My least favorite enemy, a powerful rat named Charles Entertainment Cheese. Yeah, like it's so transparent, right? It's like Overwatch trying to, you know, like Blizzard trying to change the name of McCree. Like, dude, that's not what people want. Do you understand your core audience? Like, I know they don't. And it's just a gesture to make it look like they're being progressive. But they let it happen on their watch anyway, so... Yes! Oh, thank God.
Satyrs. A sack fit for a huge three-headed hound. Much better.
Wonder what the plan with Fortnite as not a game but a Second Life virtual experience is. I don't know, really, to be perfectly honest. Give me this, and then.
Good enough to eat.
Yeah, why wouldn't I? I don't know.
Princess Zagreus once more offers to Cerberus one of his favorite sacks.
Like, it's so bizarre just on where could he be? Just I don't understand the reason behind a lot of this stuff. Yeah, sure did. And you already know the answer to that question, Floral. Like, you already know.
Crisp, cold air.
What's up?
I think Olympus has been aiding you.
It's from the Scrubs guy, yes. Yes.
Without which none of this would have been possible.
Yes, it's from the guy from Scrubs. What's his name again? I want to get, like, the actual actor's name, but instead of just the character, because that just feels insensitive. Yeah, Donald Faison. Yes, Donald Faison. That's his name. It's actually really funny, some of the things I've seen, like, out of context. Like, they do a shadow puppet show for someone, and it's the reenactment of, like, some kind of old military battle, like, as a goof. Okay.
Yeah, about that. Father, did you let Mother go because you feared Olympus would find out? And not respond well to the circumstances if they did?
Be grateful they have not found out as yet for all your meddling. You do not know them as well as you think. Ask yourself why she left Olympus and how. Or better yet, ask her.
Why don't you just, you know, explain, Hades? Like, just talk to your son. Stop being a dickhead. Anyway.
Well, she seems quite lovely, so knowing you probably tricked her into signing a pact to come join you or something. Since you weren't allowed on Olympus, why not have Olympus come to you?
Man, Lore Olympus is so terrible. Anyway, just on a brief tangent about bad media, as I am wont to do.
Surprisingly not distant from the truth. I took her, boy. I took her down with me. Is that what you wish to hear? Does that anger you? Come, bring forth that anger then.
Oh, that's a good line. Oh god. Okay, and he's right there. Oh god. Woo! I'm not sure what boiling blood does.
Why do you keep doing this time after blasted time?
You know exactly why.
Dude, I have to see Momther.
I'll not indulge such outbursts from you, boy.
Look like you're indulging pretty much all the time. Oh! Yeah, I'm doing big damage to him. Oh! Oh, okay. Grab my cast. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna win this. This is hilarious. Shabams! Round 1 done. Alright. Now he's angry. Oh no! My just fight. Right, don't break those. Ah! Woo! Oh, Right behind this. Oh no! Wasn't close enough. Oh god. Oh, ah. Uh-oh. Okay, just hand there. No! Heck. Well, I'll waste all my death defies, but it's fine. As long as I beat him. I'll be stuck for a second. Ah! Got him! Oh.
No matter how many times you beat me, we're family. There's no escaping that. You shall soon follow.
Yeah! I'm the champion!
I did it.
Oh no, this wasn't my fastest time. Fastest time was 21 minutes, this was 24. Okay. But I have, this is my second, exit in a row. I'm sick. Oh wait, are there any fishing spots here? I want to make sure before I inevitably get dragged back down.
To see this each day. I'm here.
My son.
Hello.
I could not stand it on Olympus, Zagreus. The blustering, the posturing, my overbearing mother. None of it. I would have left the mountain voluntarily, except
Father absconded with you, didn't he? Dragged you down with him into the underworld. So if Olympus were to find that out, I shudder to think of the consequences.
that fool is trying to protect me even now. It wasn't he who absconded with me, my son. And it's more complicated even than that. I was content to leave, willing to make my life within the underworld, with your father.
I dare not ask who did bring you to Father then. So essentially you ran away from home to live with him. I mean no disrespect, but did you realize what you were getting yourself into?
We have a tendency to be impetuous when we are younger, Zagreus. I heard all about your father before we met. Admired paintings of him. It was very awkward at first, but he had a bluntness I fancied. A sense of principle. I much preferred him to his brothers, I can tell you that.
So, then you secretly left Mount Olympus to be with the god of the dead in the underworld, and Olympus never found out. What do you suppose would happen if they did?
I think there would be war between Olympus and your father, Zagreus, if they found out. Especially now, after all this. And after all this time. They slew their parents once. If the Titans could be wiped from this world, So can we all.
So it makes sense. If Father, he agrees with you and thinks that leaving you in hiding here, that it's the only way he can prevent that war.
I can see how your father, shrewd but also single-minded as he was, might have followed such a line of reasoning as that. Oh, Zagreus. What have I done?
No. What have I done? I can't.
I still wonder why he, like, remembers everything. But, like, Hades doesn't.
Darn natural causes got you once again there, didn't they? Well, you show him next time. Would you do that for me, huh?
Sure.
You're bound to my domain, boy.
I found her, sir. My mother, she's alive and well, and... but I just couldn't stay up there for very long. I have to get back to her.
You really made it all the way?
The actual dad.
Gone past
Achilles are pretty
That's
good.
amazing, lad. But wait, what was she like? What happened to you there?
She was great. Nothing like Father, more like you a little bit, I guess.
Wow.
Being on the surface.
That's actually great.
Sucked the life right out of me.
Imagine having one dad and two cool moms.
But then you had a little time at least. Sounds like you have unfinished business with her there. You got to her this once. Surely you're able to again, isn't that right?
It is. I have to speak with her. Quite a mess you've created, I must say, Father. After being of no help whatsoever when it comes to disentangling it all. Though this isn't the place to talk, right?
No, it most certainly is not. Though I take it shall not be long before another of our private meetings then.
Count on that.
I don't know what that means.
Say, Orpheus, Eurydice told me your songs, some of them came from her. She seems quite brilliant. You choose your muse as well.
I owe my everything to my Eurydice. She authored many of my songs indeed, and she inspired many, many more. Whilst living, we collaborated frequently, you see.
But weren't you the famous one? I don't understand why she doesn't share your renown.
It is but one of life's injustices, I fear. I always sang her praises every chance I had, and she asserted herself splendidly. Yet even still, our listeners believed our songs, they came from me. What else could I have done?
I don't exactly know the ways of mortals, mate, but I'm pleased to hear you always giving credit where it's due.
I know no other way, my friend.
Child, quickly now, before you go. I know how all of this must look. Know that I was true to her, Persephone, and that I think fondly on the time she spent with us.
Gay woman, gay woman, gay woman.
Of course, Nyx. Though, why did she really leave the underworld, do you think? Besides, because of me. So what if she thought I died at birth?
She did not feel that she belonged. It was a very difficult adjustment she was forced to make. And she feared that she would inevitably end up caught between Olympus and this realm. That she might start a war.
A war? Wars have been fought for less, I understand. And Father must have been a real burden, too.
You do not know. Ask her yourself about her time with him. But I have already said too much, and I cannot say more.
You've said more than enough. I'll see you next. Wretched broker, what's new, my friend? Seems like a good deal.
I'll take a couple
Here's
of
the
these.
keys.
Okay. So Meg has one. Charon, Hypnos, Thanatos, Meg. Okay, so I want to give more to Zeus, more to Poseidon, Athena, Aphrodite. So, right now I think Artemis has the most. Yeah, Artemis and Ares, Dionysus, Demeter. I think I'll do one more run and then I might play some Tetris. This is kind of a hodgepodge stream. Nothing really is consistent today, so. I thought we were gonna actually get through playing all of Patapon, but I don't know. The game just kind of didn't click with me as I thought it was going to. Okay, let me just look at this mirror. Let me get another dice roll. 93,000. Drop one there.
Good to
That's
go.
fine. I should see what the other kind of sword variations I can get. So I only have this one right now.
Stitches, who is?
Aspect of Zagreus, of Nemesis of Poseidon. You know what? I'm feeling this. Let's do the spear today.
I'm through with Father's dirty work. Okay.
Shit! I pressed the wrong button.
Your existence from the goddess Nyx. All of us on Olympus rallied to assist you just as best we could. A family such as mine protects its own.
Lightning Strike, Thunder Flourish, Thunder Dash.
Let's see what else.
Yeah, I'll take this for now. Oh man, I missed that thing that was full of Obol.
Never enough of these back at the house.
Okay, I'll go this way. Excuse me.
Uncle Poseidon, this here is for you. Would that my father were as easygoing as yourself.
A show of generosity from my most favored nephew. Your gift is mightily appreciated. I'll just go ahead and add it to the pile. You've come to know your Uncle Zeus by now, correct? Just want to let you know, good Zeus gets very busy on the regular. So you just stick with me. I've always time for you, nephew.
Busy is a word I would use, I guess. Tempest Flourish, Sunken Trailer, Hydraulic Might. Let me actually get Tempest Flourish over Thunder Flourish.
Lord Uncle Zeus won't mind, will he? Let me see. How do you do?
Yeah. Busy, busy, with adultery. King of infidelity. I'll take that, thank you. What's the vibe today, chat? How we doing? It's kind of quiet lately.
This spear.
Dash strike hits 3 times. Your dash is a minus 25% range. Ew. Vicious Skewer.
Should work.
Yes. Yes. Bobo, I don't know to tell you this, but cheating is still cheating even if you know what's happening. Sorry, Chaos. Athena boons.
I'll break you again.
Shablam!
Smashing. For you, Lady Athena.
Oh my
without
god.
whom I would assuredly be lost.
This is an unexpected gesture, cousin.
God, she's
I do
such. This
appreciate
is such a
it.
good
Please do
design.
not feel obliged. I offer you my friendship, not alone to be repaid.
I love you, Athena. You're so cool.
Hail and good tidings
Woman of
to you,
all
noble
time.
cousin. May you be swift and thorough, vanquishing the dead who dare oppose you.
Phalanx shot. Athena's aid.
Any other boons for me?
Oh, hell yes. Oh, no. Oh, not every time. They're a resource I have to just get more of. Because, you'll see when I get another, god, that I use one up on Zeus. And I only had one before, and I only have a total of 2 right now. Like, for an entire run, I think.
All set.
YOLO. LOL, said the Scorpion. Lamau.
Congratulations, you made the right choice.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
I'm absolutely flabbergasted, nephew. I offer you the finest blessings of the earth and sea, and they're not good enough.
Don't be mad, Uncle.
It really is, it really is. It sucks. Like, actually. But just as a meme of just lol Lamau, I adore it. Oh, okay. So, look, when I select this boon...
That was truly finely fought indeed, nephew. And I've a suitable reward here just for you. Don't even know what I was mad about.
Like, see, I can't use anymore. I don't really want, yeah, basically. So just... I don't really want this. I guess it might be good for me, but I don't really want Tempest Strike. Give me Ocean's Bounty. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Oh, my bad.
Hey, sir.
Sorry.
Look, Prince, I don't hold grudges. You know that. Push this boulder long as I have, you move past the petty stuff. So, just want you to know, in case you make it out this time, it's been a real pleasure.
Feelings mutual, sir. Someday you'll have to tell me all about how you tricked father. I might learn a thing or two.
I really like that. I have enough of Charon's Old Bowl, so I'll just take some healing for now.
A fine selection there.
Oh, thank you.
All right. More numbskulls. Heads up.
That's a new Viv stream. Let's use some of this cash I got. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Man. Probably kind of wants to go back and reread some of those old Percy Jackson books. I haven't read those in like forever. I haven't really been able to read in a while either. I need to like...
Forget something along the way.
Yeah, sure. I probably did. Nice specific date, by the way. Did I even stream that day? I have to look.
You know, I think I'd rather fight you to the death again than try to answer either of those questions right now.
I don't know what you're up to, Zagreus, but I guess it doesn't matter either way. All that matters is you're not getting past me.
I'll check, and if I actually did a stream that day and I screamed, I'll like... I don't know what I'll do. I'll do something fun. Yeah, there are more weekdays than weekends. It is true. Yeah, we should. We should. It really sucks that rich people get like all day weekend, all week weekends, basically, rather. Ah! And we're done here. God, 1,000 frames. This is not that much, but I don't know what's wrong with my internet. And I kind of work, but it's not the same as somebody who actually works a regular 9 to 5.
Off to Asphodel.
I feel like I should be doing more. Oh, is she really? Sludge Life is a game that I think is cool, but I have issues with. Like, those donut lips.
The Asphodel Meadows.
I get it's kind of a style, but also just, ugh. Yeah, it's,
Power of Olympus. Extra blessing.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
I'm just tired of games with donut lips in them. I'm so over it at this point. Ah!
Welcome.
Oh. Oh, I didn't realize I had more. I should give one to Hermes.
I guess that's what happens existence is kept secret from the world.
Godspeed.
Yeah, I've played a little bit of it. It's a neat, like, walking simulator, just, like, as you just explore like, the world and everything, but, like, it is media, you know? They're just kind of things you have to, like, accept, I suppose. Well, not really. Like, it always sucks. You know what I mean, though, right? But it's something about media that's, like, never gonna go away. I think a friend of mine was having a conversation, like it was Lav again, who I mentioned earlier, and, like, I forget what we said, but something about, like, the conversation we have made them go, like, oh, shit. Like, I never thought of it that way, and I forget what it was. I forget exactly what the conversation was about. Hold on, let me try to refresh my memory a bit. Let's see, what's the conversation about? Oh, my thing's done. We were talking about, like, Super Sentai and Power Rangers, and I forget what, like, we were actually discussing. It's media. It's media.com. How's that? Y'all buy this for $1.
Thank you, mate.
Curse of Agony.
I will keep fighting.
Ah!
You two ready for me then?
I'm trying to exactly remember the full context of what we were talking about. Oh, right, I remember now. It was about Metabots. That's what the conversation was about. Because we were joking about, like, because we were talking about Metabots in the anime, and they were talking about rewatching it. And I'm sitting there laughing because, like, haha, I think it's, I kind of think it's cool, but I have a few issues with, you know, Metabee's voice casting. And
Come, fishies. Come on up. Victory.
Trust Station. Trust Station? I don't want to pronounce that. And the thing I'm joking about when it comes to, like, Metabee's voice actor is because, Metabee is based off of a rhinoceros beetle. And rhinoceros beetles have a thing about watermelon. They really like them. That's kind of a thing they kind of like a trope, I suppose, in Japan. And it's really, and bringing Metabee's voice actor to their attention, the fact that he's black, and Lav going, oh fuck, I didn't think of it that way. It was really funny, right? It's like, oh my god. Like, sometimes you don't expect things like that to happen. What am I trying to say? You don't expect there to be, like, things like that are racially charged, but things like that just kind of happen anyway. I don't know. It's hard to actually, like, fully grasp what I'm trying to say. Let's see. More life. Slothful favors, slippery soul. Ah, interesting. Is that for, like, every beetle, or for, like, just the rhinoceros beetles? Oh, huh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I just looked up what you were talking about. Like the exact article, and I saw the exact wording and everything. That's interesting. And I'll take Slothful Favor for... Oh, God. Oh, that's gone forever. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, this is gonna suck. I think I have, screwed myself a little bit.
Should find it useful.
Because they're about to, walk into Lernie's domain. Streamer, dooms themselves a little bit.
Why, Lernie, you are looking positively fabulous, I have to say.
I suppose so. I suppose so. But until it's, like, actually proven, isn't all information just some rando, like, an X about Y? But, you know, there are some things that are like, you know, stereotypical that just aren't true. You know. I would know. I would know, you know. Considering. I have made a great mistake. It's all for the life! I could do that. Oh yeah, that also works. My chaos though is that I get more life, but I'm slower than Molasses, as you can no doubt see. For the next, let's see, how many rooms? For the next 2 rooms. 2 encounters, so I have to be, like, in a room where I'm fighting, I guess. Which, in the next area we're coming up to, is going to be a pain in the ass. I can tell.
One more floor.
Well, when I can dash, it's not that big of a deal now, is it? See, I'm using my gamer brain. Plus, I can use my Spear's special to get in and out of trouble. Plus, I have 3 lives. What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? At last, the roof goes on, and nothing can go wrong. Oh no, it all went wrong! Oh god. Boom shakalaka! Look at that.
Thank you.
Schmovement. Yeah, you love the purple. I need the purple. It's good purple.
Come die again.
Boom. Alright, now I'm back to normal. See, there we go. Now I'm walking like a regular person. Yeah, see? Oh, better. I think at some point we might also go revisit Ultra Kill, because a lot of secret areas I need to do. Like I said before. We'll probably do that when I get back from my trip to Atlanta for a family thing. I'm not gonna go too deep into. Yeah. Oh, baby's gonna get themselves killed. And it's me. I'm the baby. But I'm like an adult, not actually a baby. I'm 24.
Very often, for my work keeps him rather preoccupied shepherding souls and such.
Battle Rage, Dire Misfortune, Blood Frenzy. Give me Dire Misfortune. I'm gonna get cooked. Hello.
Nephew, when presented with a choice to side against me or not to be such a fool, do be sure to choose the latter next time, hmm?
Oh boy.
Apologies, Lord Zeus.
Okay, that's not so bad. This is actually probably a lot more tolerable than what I would get if I was doing with Hades. Not Hades, Ares. I wonder if it's always in the game's logic that you don't get, like, these kind of things if you have a call of a god already. It'd be really funny if you're like, oh yeah, I'm mad at you, and you're like, hey, can I get some help? And you're like, yeah, alright.
Well, young man, I'd say it's best we put this little slight behind us, wouldn't you?
Cloud of Judgment actually sounds pretty good. There we go.
Zeus's strength.
Let's go for another god. It's probably gonna be Big Bull. Once again, I am disappointed to fight a cringe boss in the fail domain.
There's no end to these guys.
I remember the fish here too. Die! No, you're not. Be nice to yourself. I will cry. Ooh. Interesting duo boon. I don't know how good it is.
Got to hold nice and still.
And
Think I've got one. It's a clam.
why is there an H there? Doesn't need to be an H there. I don't like it. Man, Doom is so good. Ah, I love Doom. I think Doom might be the best ailment in the entire game. Ailment in, like, the biggest of quotation marks. I suppose not, but, like, I guess. And you're going where now? I suppose. I wonder if that's even an easy task, right? There's a lot of, like, ancient things that were just kind of left to the sands of time. So I can't, in that regard, so I don't actually know if you can actually find that up in, like, any kind of online database. But I'm not, like, an expert, so I wouldn't know either. Standing jab. Triple jab.
Extra pointy.
Interesting. I need to get much more Poseidon boons. Especially once I knock away. This is a Matryoshka doll of BS right now.
Life here in the underworld has been much faster paced, and I am ever grateful. This is for you.
Hey boss, I appreciate the tip, but just as a reminder, all my services are paid in full already. No need for special thanks. Though, cheers.
I really do love the way Hermes talks.
In the name of Hades.
Think about fast-talking characters, just kind of, you know... Greatest reflex... I don't know, actually. They probably want a couple weapons, but I don't know if they actually do it, like, in the context of the game itself. You know? Well, hello there. Life. For sure. Well, lucky me. 2 free areas in a row. Hello.
Why, look, Asterius, the fiend returns. The rumors that he fled to haunt the surface must have been mere lies.
Well, no, in this case, those rumors must have been quite accurate. It's just I'm back. Realized I didn't want a future for myself that didn't include crushing you repeatedly like this.
Hey! Get his ass.
Oh, such clever excuse-making from one so versed in treachery. Well, if you are indeed contained within this realm, then we shall be delighted to make sure it always stays that way. Now come and fight.
Yeah, sure. Okay, pal. I think it's really interesting, though, that, like, Theseus is expressly, like, the anti-Zagreus. And I feel like everything about, like, the way that they speak, the way that they look, even down to, like, the fact that, like, Theseus has a blue wreath and Zagreus has a red one. I think it's interesting. I just want to hear what they say sometimes. Because I love hearing what they say. I love the way, like, characters in this game are written. They're written really well. Yeah, I suppose so. That's also true. I just like hearing the dialogue. Because I read fast, too, but I enjoy the dialogue. Oh god, I am gonna get fucked up. I'm about to lose a Deathify. Ah! Ah. Oh, I'm dead as hell. But I defy that death. Later, loser. I think Asterius is actually easier to fight than Theseus, because you don't have to worry about the big dumb shield getting in the way. And see ya, boss. It's been nice. Why doesn't he get in Deathify if he's anti-you? Because he doesn't get one. He's not cool enough. Like, Virgil is the anti-Dante. We don't see, you know, Virgil doing the exact same moves as his brother. And vice versa. By the way, chat, 250 channel points gets you to make me do a voice of your choosing. Within reason, I will refuse to say anything that is offensive, etc. So, you know, we try that. Fuck off. Deathify is more than a move. Yeah, I guess so. That is true. Yeah, give me another one of these.
Cheers, mate.
Well, nephew, I know that salty Charon can be difficult, but I'm certain that whatever price you paid, you got a deal.
Please have a Poseidon boon. Hella. It's going pretty good. We beat the game. We had a really good run where I had the gauntlets and we had support fire and we won super hard. 3 minutes fast, 3 minutes slower than my fastest time, but not bad. Hope you're doing well. Actually, don't remember. Am I in Call in my Discord? Yeah, we also played WarioWare. That game, the new WarioWare is actually pretty fun. Oh yeah, I am in my Discord in McCall. Okay, just making sure. We're probably gonna play some Tetris in a minute. Ah! Perish! Oh. Doom effects are very good, I have learned. Doom effects are very good. That's one big man, baby. Oh. Can you not, please? Thank you. Okay.
There we go.
Huge catch. Hydraulic might. I don't think it's something. I don't really have anything else really on my head for that. But I'll figure something out. I would take the fishing boon, but we're not going to be doing any more fishing through the rest of this run, so it's useless. Sorry. There could be fish in the dad room. I guess so, and outside of that room too, but like I doubt it would happen. I guess because I get and frames dropping again. Comcast for crying out loud. All right. sick. I haven't played Warframe on this channel yet. I need to at some point, but probably not right now. Damn. Ducks that are also cats? Let's go. Ah! I don't know. I don't know. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Oh my god. Assigned Warframe content creator at Twitch.
Found it fast this time. Power of Olympus. Palm power.
Okay.
Are you hungry?
Let me pop a palm. Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot that I can do that.
The prince persuades the underworld's ferocious guardian to move aside.
Well, I have 2 death defies. His meal in 3 bites. A decent. Oh, Cerberus destroyed his meal in 3 bites. That's cute. I love you, Cerberus. I think they might up stats a bit more on 300 ones. Do I think? I don't remember.
You had enough.
Yeah.
Boy, did you ask her about how she came to join me in the underworld? Did you confirm all your suspicions then?
You didn't drag her down to hell yourself, apparently. You're not going to tell me who did, though I can well imagine. Your brothers got to reign forever on Olympus while you got sent down into the underworld.
100 is a slice. You don't get to choose when it upgrades.
Prize,
oh.
You make such
There is a full palm that was 100 and there one that are 300.
Poseidon had nothing to do with it. He knows even less than you. If you value her existence or your own, it would be wise to keep it that way, and to turn back.
No, I gotta do it for my mom. You understand? You never had a mom. Well, you did, but you know, you killed her.
with this father.
Ah! And there he is. So what's been up, Viz? How you been? Ah! Right. Yep. He's a big fan of Kingdom Hearts, that Hades. I mean, he's literally in the game, so I wouldn't be surprised, you know. You think Hades kins Hades from the Disney movies? Do they even exist in this world by now, or not? I actually don't know what like time period this game takes place in. Wow, that lightning, kinda crap. Not gonna lie. We're probably gonna lose this run. My loadout isn't exactly the best. Yeah. Ah! For him. Ooh. That's pretty nice. Wow. Oh, he doesn't like it. He hates it. Uh-oh. Oh! Okay, I'm fine. Oh, dodgy. Fuck. not good. That is also not good. I am going to die. Oh, Viv's in a pickle. Yeah, at least I got the phase too, but I'm probably gonna get smoked here. Yep, there we go. I was trying to go through it, but I probably should have just dashed forward. That was kind of a not great run anyway. Let me actually do one more. I'm in a groove. I'm in a groove. I want one more. I'm gonna take the shield this time though.
And after that, Dursa, you are to clean the rafters once again and prune the gardens thoroughly. By then it should be time to tend the kitchens and sweep the lounging area a second time.
Yes, right away.
Poor thing.
Poor Dusa.
Yeah. That's how I feel, buddy. Okay. Let me take the shield, then I'll play some little bit of Tetris. Hopefully my internet can hold out that long.
Haven't moved a muscle. Pretty scary stuff right there.
Okay. I am ready to go. When I'm in doubt, I can lame it out. Like Cross Tekken.
I have a simple token for you, Goddess.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Like, the idea of having servants, just on principle, makes me so vehemently uncomfortable. I can't understand how people, like, stomach that kind of crap.
Remain relentless in your effort to escape, dear cousin. In spite of all our differences, perseverance is a quality we all possess.
Like, I don't want to stand on anyone else's shoulders to get to where I need to get to. You know?
Who keeps fixing that? Here they come.
Like, rich people who have maids are just like, what? Just do the work yourself. Lazy bastard. I remember something about Oscar Wilde. I don't remember exactly what it is. I heard something about him. I have to remember what it was. I have to look it up.
Stay dead.
Nectar. Need it. Up those social links.
I'll be leaving shortly.
Yeah, and like, why do you need more than one? Ugh. I hate people who buy up, who like ruin the housing market. Friggin' scumbags. Alright, let me see something really quick. So 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 1. Okay. That's really enough in the run. Let's go for it. Not gonna evade me.
I can take it.
I have eyes like a hawk.
Speak of some of Hades, as the Olympians. You do not ask at all. You would merely send their messages to you unprompted, providing a choice of blessing or no say.
Yeah, it is just, you know, me being an angry lefty. Because it's just frustrating, you know? It's frustrating. I'll do it. Well, this is gonna get me all kinds of screwed up. Here we go. Who? I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about, actually. Well, I guess the Inferno Mob isn't that, like, scary, because I can just reflect it.
Darkness.
Let me see something really quick. I want to see more duo boons. Let's see here. Curse of Drowning. Rush. Lightning Rod. Stubborn Roots. Unshakable Metal. Oh, right! Yeah. I wasn't doing a bit. I actually forgot who that was. Right. I don't know what you're talking about now. The guy who, like, all those people were, like, bending over their asses to defend, saying, oh, well, you know, you're supposed to focus on billionaires, not this millionaire. And it's like, come on. Like, why are you going so hard for this person? Oh, I should have gifted.
Little ladies, I was certain you'd the wherewithal to thin the ranks of the betraying river denizens who fled my surface seas to your father's domain. I bid you good fish hunting forevermore.
Pledge Shot, Hydraulic Might. Yeah, I'll take the Poseidon's Aid for now. That's actually a pretty good one. A lot of the time, I'm not doing a bit when I say, hey, who's this person? Because a lot of the time, I just actually forget. And because I'm in the middle of something, too. Like, a lot of the time, if I sound genuine when I'm doing something, it's usually true. It's usually that I'm usually being honest that I don't know about something. Usually. Those will be like, come on, what are you talking about? To make it a bit more clear. Oh, you know why. It is absurd, though, how they're either, like, you know, pearl clutching so hard for literally no reason. Oh god. That was huge. What's in here, actually? I don't know if that's worth it. I'm not gonna try. Alright, we got our last encounter with this kind of crap. So what's been up, chat? How we feeling today? How are we feeling today? Hope we're vibing. It's just been kind of quiet lately, and I want to kind of have a bit more interaction, as it were. But if you're not up to it, you're not up to it, and I understand. Valid to watch a good movie. Right there, and I can't give him a... I am sad. I am so sad. Huh. Maybe this too. Greatest reflex. Take quick favor. And a little bit of munchies. Let's go in.
Regards to Hermes.
Oh.
Something's off.
I thought we were done. What's up? What's up, funny edgelord? Huh, interesting.
All of you, prepare to die again.
Excluding me, I hope.
Oop, my bad. I am trying to just mash and attack. Oh, God. It's a shame, but, you know, that's Disney for you. I still think that thing about Disney trying to flex before their stupid Wreck-It Ralph 2 movie that no one talks about, one, is still, like, top 10 comedy. Like, way to point at the stands and completely friggin' miss. Because that was the same year as Spider-Verse. There was no way on any planet that Spider was going to lose to Wreck-It Ralph 2. No way. No way. Like, I liked Wreck-It Ralph 1. But it has like the same kind of energy as like Ready Player One, but for like animation fans, right? It's like, oh hey, I recognize that. Whoa, look at that. Yeah, basically.
Hi.
What's up, Disiphone? How you been? No. Maybe a little bit. I know that, like, a lot of these award ceremonies are basically just, you know, white men patting each other on the ass and be like, yeah, you made a good movie. But, like, sometimes you feel vilified, not vilified, like, vindicated, rather, seeing a movie that you like get a big dumb award. You know? That's why I'm glad that Moonlight got that award and not, like, Call Me By Your Name. Because that movie is trash.
That's one way to prove I'm innocent.
Are you sure? Like, I love that line in particular. Like, Zagreus, how does murdering someone prove you're not a murderer? Like, I don't understand, my man. I don't understand. I don't understand. Killing in the game isn't murder. Are you sure? You are killing someone, even though death in this area does not matter. You're still murdering somebody, right? Is it murder if she attacks you first? I guess it's like, you know, self-defense, but it's still murder. There's also a question that Bobu asked earlier where it's like, is it adultery if everybody knows? And the answer is yes.
Over there. She'll keep me going.
Is it unfair? Is it unfair? Yes! Yes. Okay, I forgot that part of the argument, but yes. The answer doesn't change, regardless. Okay, this is a better run. I can already feel it. Your attack hits twice but not knock foes away. I do especially to 2 attacks do 80% damage. Let me see something really quick too. It's not really likely the best. I'll take Pulverizing Blow.
Perfect.
Yeah, give me that. Like, this is kind of a... I don't know if this is a fair comparison to make. But if somebody steals from you, and everybody knows that somebody steals from you, and everything, like, does that not make it theft? I don't know if it's a fair comparison, but, you know, for the sake of argument, I suppose. Oh, my boy. I want doom damage. Give me that doom damage. Ah! Is it not? Alright, okay. Okay. Fine. I'll take the yellow on this one. I'm wrong. Fair enough. I don't know a whole lot about this, how this technical term works.
Lord Ares. You have shown me nothing but respect and granted me your favor repeatedly, Lord Ares. This is the least that I can do in kind.
Most often when I'm given offerings, it is with wishes that I lend my favor in a coming war. Yet from you, my kin, I sense no such motive. I must admit. Surely you've heard the rumble
Listen.
of war which has erupted on the surface here.
Listen.
Doubtless
It's
you've
not
seen
just solely that it's not you.
It's quite a decent one, I have to say.
But if you brought the receipts to the court for me to see, I have to like do my stupid Phoenix Wright like get blown back by facts and logic pose, and then it's like, oh shit, I lose. Okay. I really hope I get another Ares boon, because I want doom damage. Really bad, actually. I could have re-rolled now I'm thinking about it, but, you know, what's done is done, I suppose. Isn't every stream I do improv? If you want to get technical. I don't plan this stuff. I just kind of, like, throw my dumb voice into a microphone. Whatever happens next is between me and whatever deity is listening. And y'all, also. Yeah, that would be fun though. It would be fun to do a dumb courtroom thing. I really want to do more voice acting stuff, but I need like a full crew for that. And I only know of like a handful of people who even have the time who are also interested. I really need to do more voice stuff. Oh, okay.
Almost there.
Ah! I would like to do more VA stuff, but I just need to figure out what I really want to do and who else I can really just kind of collab with. That's my big thing right now is like, okay, so I want to do this. Who can I get to help me out on this big project, right? Because, like... Yeah, I guess so. I've done a little bit of that. I need to do more.
In the name of Hades.
I really fucking like Divine Strike. But Drunken Strike is also really good. Okay, Lisa, you're still here. Should I take Divine Strike over Drunken Strike, or should I just keep it? Of course, take it? Okay.
Dionysus won't mind, will he?
Look. I kind of know what I'm doing when I play this game, but also I don't. I'm just kind of, you know. Like, a lot of the time, I would like to have, like, another voice when I'm, like, maybe doing something. Because I, you know, I really only do, like, a handful of voices. I don't know exactly. I wouldn't mind just having, I don't know. I'm trying to decide what I really need to do, what I just want to do. And I would really like to be, like, kind of a small-time VA stuff. That'd be fun. Like, be in, like, indie games and stuff, if I could get around to that. But I need to get more practice in. I need to like actually try to looking for work in places. But I also need experience, so you're right, I do need to just voice memes, I suppose. Ah! Okay. I have a lot of ideas for things I just want to kind of do, but like, I'm so indecisive. Yeah, I need to work on just doing stuff like that. I'll probably put it on the Clips channel from time to time when I get around to it. I need to, like, set everything up for that, though. That's gonna take a bit.
Bye for now, Lenny.
Because I need, like, to set like, everything. I just need to set everything up. Okay, but, you know. I've done the Moon Knight thing. I don't think I've posted it anywhere. I need to put that onto YouTube, I think.
Time to pick a fight. More trouble.
I like doing dumb voices. I need to play more games that like really facilitate that kind of thing, where you get to practice like a bunch of dumb voices. But you know, most games I enjoy playing like this already have voice acting anyway, by like actual professionals. So. That, yeah. That's what I like to see. Oh, we're doing damage now. Lord Damahe. Shablam. Let me see something here. 4 stars, 5. Okay, I'm just gonna.
You ever wonder how I got this fast, cuz? Lots of practicing, I'll tell you that. And being born unnaturally quick, I guess.
I still don't get wanting the LP to read every that I got a lot personally, but everyone seems to have accepted that as part of all this. I guess. I don't know. I like it just as a way of just seeing what else I can do with my voice, but you're right, honestly. Let me just take this just for the thing.
Let's go. Let's go.
I have a lot of money. Give me doom. You know what? This would actually be pretty good. So I'm gonna take it.
Much better.
Yeah, that's also true.
Glad you like it, mate. Thank you for helping me out with your supply, even if you fleeced me with those prices.
I used to not care that much, but then like voice acting got really good. Cause I grew up with like really corny VA work, like 4Kids Sonic and all that stuff.
I wonder sometimes what it must be like to be outside.
You've never been outside? Oh right, the labyrinth thing. You lived in a horrible maze all your life. I haven't seen it,
Yes!
but
Oh, I'm sick.
It's beautiful. Cold. When I'm there though, I feel out of place.
Out of place. I understand, I think. I don't see why you'd want to go somewhere like that. It can't live up to the stories. Why ruin it? Speaking of which...
Man, Asterius is such a homie. That's like a really, really like kind of heartfelt like commiseration, I feel like. It's such well written like dialogue. I adore it. They have a lot in common, I feel like. That's why they're able to like kind of have kind of a friendly back and forth when they're not fighting with Theseus together. Yeah, yeah. You know what? That is actually also interesting to think about as well. Oh god, he hit me immediately as I came out. This is probably one of the closest ways we're gonna get a Viv cast. Let's get invited somewhere. If I get like kind of popular. I feel like I've been kind of tapering off in that regard.
Well fought, Asterius. Olympus, I accept this message.
Phalanx shot.
What about these?
I can just take Blinding Flash. I'm not saying a whole lot, I'm just kind of just thinking. I want to think, like, before I speak right now. Yeah, okay. Why not? The
gods want me to choose.
I don't know which one of these is worse to take. But, like, enemies that can, like, shield and deflect don't sound that fun. So I'll see what Ares has to offer and suffer, probably.
Correct decision, Zagreus.
I'm gonna get jacked up.
Your course of action here was ill-advised, my king. For war shall come to you no matter what, as I shall presently reveal.
Sorry, Lord Ares.
Oh, no. Ah! Ah! One fear. Oh my god. This may have been a bad decision. Oh god. Oh Christ. Oh no. Oh. That was messed up.
After a show of violence such as that, how can I possibly remain upset, my king?
Man. These gods are so fickle.
It's me or them.
The most fickle I have ever seen. Bite this blade rips, idiot. I guess another reason why I get into voice acting is I want to do like more stuff. Cause I feel like I don't really do a whole lot. I don't know. I want to be doing something more than just kind of, you know, I know a lot of this stuff isn't easy. It's not easy to like try to entertain and do this stuff, but I don't know.
That'll keep me going for a bit.
Wanna be doing something more. And I say that a lot. And I feel like maybe the Pokemon-a-thon was like a step in the right direction, because there's something I can do more also in that regard. I feel like there's just always something on my mind. Not to, you know, complain about stuff. You know, speaking of the whole Pokemon-a-thon, I actually got a letter from the fund that I donated to, like, thanking me. That's nice. Like, I know why it's there, but it's still nice to get, you know? Stop that.
Look what I found.
I guess I could, yeah. Get a bit more life back, and Divine Protection. Is Unshakable Metal really that good? BC Ray's still here. How good is this Duo Boon? Cause I'm not sure actually. Like I saw it and I kind of just went like, eh, about it. Divine Protection? Alright.
Athena's power.
Oh wow, that is really good.
Here's the fee.
It is just Holy Mantle, basically, yeah. I was thinking that as I saw it, like, yeah, this is Holy Mantle from Isaac.
A challenger. Let us destroy him quickly, King. Or perhaps slowly.
Wow. We were having a good old feel-good moment, and now you're gonna try and beat me up? What?! Oh my god. That's hilarious. Well, yeah, but like I don't really have anything else really to compare it to, right? There's probably something, I just can't think of anything right now, right? Yeah, I guess that's also true. But Super Armor is like usually always active sometimes, depending on the situation. No, wait, that's Hyper Armor. My mistake. That's Hyper Armor. And who we got now? Wow. Ah! Bullied by Grandmama. That. Don't be saying wow just like Doom. Ah! Your victory is certain, you say. Oh god. It might be. I'm actually doing pretty well. I'm not gonna lose a death fight of these two. Famous last words.
conceited. Limitless darkness.
The people love me. What can I say?
Why not? So close.
Darkness. The hearts. No, I'm not finishing that sentence. Nuh-uh. Well, this time it's not. Ever think about that, huh? Huh? Didn't think so.
Care on, mate. I don't suppose you've given any further thought to my proposal to just, you know, ferry me up to the surface, seeing as it's not out of your way.
God, Charon's so cool.
I'll take that as a no.
He's so cool.
Where would I be?
Give me Poseidon first. What is the void if not an infinite darkness? An infinite undiscovery? Get cooked. What even is infinite undiscovery? I think it's like an RPG. Are you sure? What? RPG? What are you talking about? Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, what? But I love to quote stupid things. It's literally my brand. Ah! I don't think I'd be even remotely as popular if I didn't just rip off stuff from like the best friends. This stream's original title was literally ripping off Wooly. Does it? I guess alliteration.
Uncle Poseidon. Mighty Poseidon, greatest of my uncles, arguably. Please accept this gift.
God, don't let the others see that, right?
For all the times I'm offered gifts or sacrifices, little nephew, I still always very much appreciate it.
I've dropped 2,000 frames.
Grinning ear to ear.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Title dash. Wave pounding.
Should be able to get back through here. Got to keep searching.
Okay, so that's one. What next? I guess Athena next. You should have been here yesterday, Vs, when I got 2 perfect Geno whirls in a row, basically. On Exor. Because I'm sick. Because I'm strong. I hope somebody clipped that. I want to put that on YouTube and be like, look at me be sick at this video game for like 5 seconds. And then immediately eat shit to the boss after and do it again. Because some people didn't see it the first time. I had to talk to him. Ah, no! Die, 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 die. Oh. That was close. Ah! That's right, I can do that. I forgot about that. I've been too busy, like, dashing that I forget I can just hide behind my shit like a huge baby. Tried a bit more damage. How many more enemies do we need to kill? Oh, just this one. There we go.
Goddess Athena.
Unshakable metal. I guess I'll take Last Stand. Last Stand looks a lot better. I don't know if that duo boon is really that great.
A moment's rest.
Alright. Time for the money.
Here goes.
Give me that cash. Chase that paper. Ugh. Okay. Shabam. There we go.
Here we are.
Wait a sec.
What is this stuff?
Money.
That's something.
Got 3 death defies for the big man. I wish I had enough money to get that Ares boon, but oh, hello.
Got a bite. Looks like a gun.
I'll keep the money. Let's just go. What up, doggo?
The Guardian
Big
of Hell
doggy.
itself decides the time has come for a short break and
Oop, my bad. Pressed A too fast. Cerberus vanquished. Not really. I know we can bring in 10-person crowds again. It's been kind of quiet around here lately.
I must admit to something, boy. Achilles taught you reasonably well. I expected that if anyone could train you into martial competence, it would be him.
I need a better chair.
I didn't expect that one day I would end up using everything I learned from him against you.
I anticipate more than you know. But Achilles merely practiced against mortals. Now you practice against me.
Yeah, it is true. That is true. It is kind of stacked. But I won't be streaming next week. Not next week. Tomorrow or the week after next. Or the week after next. Friday the week after next, rather. I'm sorry. I'm speaking weird. Me! Okay, so I'm not going to be streaming the week after next. I'm not streaming the Friday the week after next. There we go. So next week is a full week, and then the week after next, I'm not streaming on Friday. And then I'm not streaming that week after until Friday either. So it's just reversed. So I'll be out of town. Sorry, Adderall gone, brain fried. Your call cannot be completed is dial. Please hang up and try again. Let me wait a little bit. Ah, damn it. Okay, sorry. So after the 10th, let's see. That Monday is what? The 13th it should be? The 13th until I believe that Friday of that week, I will be away. But I will be streaming all week next week, and then stopping on Friday the week after. There. Is that more clear? I hope that's more clear. Well, at that point, I'd be like, fine. I'm just not be explaining it properly. I'll just stop and wait until I'm, like, got my juice in my blood again. Adderall-less Viv can kind of give up pretty quick. Get cooked. Phase 2! I have all my death defies. I'm doing pretty sick this run. Get bit. Ah, no. Well, yeah. I am, this stream is officially sponsored by, the people behind the Catholic calendar, so it makes sense. We still gonna decide what, bi-weekly means. Is it every 2 weeks or every other week? We just don't know. Oh, I want to beat him without using a single death defy. I'll be so sick. But can I do it? Might be able to do it. Bisexuality. Not gay, not straight. A new sexual identity emerges. Oh god. Ah! Yeah, I'm not gonna be sick. I'm not gonna be Pogger Champ. Unless... Aw, damn it. I was so close. I wanted to do without taking a single death defy. Would have been so cool.
How is this possible? At this...
You alright?
There. Well.
That wasn't too bad. How fast was that? That was... half hour. What happens? Do you know? I'm so pissed. You got me so good. Fuck you.
Just up ahead.
Fuck you. I'm so upset. I'm so mad. It's fucking... Alright, that's it. There won't be any more streams after this, people. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go pretend I'm cis and live and go to work at, like, as an accountant. Bobu fucking obliterated me at point blank. For no reason. In my home.
I need to ask something of you. That you not visit me again, here in this place.
For what? Because of what would happen if the Olympians found out? So, after everything, you're taking Father's side in all of this?
Hey, listen. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I'm talking about being a... Listen, if you're gonna look too deep into certain things that I say because it means something else, we can play this game... I don't know. Like, don't try to nickel and dime me on... Jesus. I'm sorry. That was a big-ass thunderclap. Don't try to nickel and dime me on things I say all the time. Jesus. I think it's code for like sex work, I think, from what I recall.
I am. Your father is no fool when it comes to matters such as this. Besides, all that has happened, it's my fault. I was selfish. And now both sides of our family threaten to be torn apart.
Your fault? So let's say you never left Olympus. Then it'd be just like you thought until quite recently, I think. That I'd never existed. Besides, they haven't found out any of this. What makes you so sure they will all of a sudden?
Nyx may be veiling you from them as she veiled me when I fled here myself. But even her own powers aren't infallible. Each time you visit me, you are incurring risk. One small slip, and they shall find me. Discover your deception. Go home, Zagreus. Please.
Go home with me, Mother. You came here under false pretenses. I haven't fought all this way over and over again only to turn back now. I need you in my life. How can you just turn me away like this?
Oh, Zagreus. I cannot return. After all that happened between Hades and me, and everyone, I just cannot fathom the idea. Besides, the risks we're taking would be even greater if Olympus were to find me there with him. And you.
Then... you're just... going to stay here. Alone, in the middle of nowhere, in this little garden. Forever. after we part ways, just like that.
My son, I know you've made hard choices and sacrifices to be here with me.
Well, he doesn't know what... I don't even think he knows what a grease is, other than, like, probably what he's heard from, like, word of mouth, I guess.
While your home is below. Please, if not for your sake, then for mine, do not return. I love you, Zagreus. Goodbye.
Mother, blast.
Goodbye.
Harsh.
She can't do this to me.
Huh? Welcome to the House of Hades, and thanks for dying.
Thanks for dying.
I think you had it in you, boy.
Father, look, Lord Uncle Zeus, I've been in contact with him, and he wishes to make peace. He asked for me to tell you he forgives you for whatever happened.
My brother Zeus forgives me. Zeus forgives me. How dare that blasted little brat? His beard may be luxurious, but he's as much a child as are you. Forgives me, bah.
What did you do? What happened between you?
None of your business. Go on now and frolic with that Lord Uncle of yours.
I think, the voice actor.
Don't you ever speak of him to me again. You hear me?
Loud and clear. Orpheus, you said that it was one of life's injustices that Eurydice doesn't get her fair share of the credit for the songs she wrote. Isn't there something we can do?
Why, I don't know, my friend. Once people set their minds to certain things, it can be difficult to show them other possibilities exist. What's to be done?
I don't know. Tell them they're wrong? Politely, perhaps not.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
Get the word out about what's right.
That is actually really funny. That's amazing.
Get the word out. But I am court musician of this house. My songs no longer reach too many ears. Although, I do suppose all of these shades about, they are my audience as well.
Yeah, it's a weird filter that I can hear, like on Dusa and on
Then word will spread.
certain things. Yeah.
What is the matter, child?
Oh, I love
I sense your distress,
Cerberus being
not the specific
the thing on the
cause.
month.
Mother doesn't want to see me again. I mean, she asked me not to return. Thinks the risk is
Oh, there's
too
no
great.
filter on him? What?
Oh. That is a fair enough assessment.
That's horrifying. And amazing.
Back.
Good.
Look who's officially the best boy.
Yeah! Oh, that's good. I love that line.
They've come for questionable deals.
Okay. I'm gonna take a break from streaming for today. Again, I'm gonna call it for tonight. I'll be back next Monday with a brand spanking new video game. Not literally, mind you, just a new game I haven't touched yet. If you like the stream, stick around, follow, sub, pledge, donate, etc. Yada yada yada. Let's go raid somebody.